This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and we're here at CES 2014, and we're looking at the new Samsung Galaxy NotePRO 12.2. As you might guess from the name, it has a 12.2-inch display, and really video doesn't do it justice. It is a gorgeous, really luminous and color-saturated display without having that kind of, sometimes you see Samsung cartoony look that you might see on their phones with Super AMOLED displays. Resolution is, well, it's the same as the Note 10.1 2014 edition. It's 2560 by 1600, and see, it works with the S Pen digital pen, which is made by Wacom. Great for you artist types, and also a lot more room to work, which is good too. Tablets available in your choice of black or white. Obviously, we're looking at the white now. We will look at the black, and it has that same faux leather back that the Note 10.1 2014 edition does, with the faux metal surround on the edges. Thin, not too heavy given how big it is. And here it is in black. Obviously, pretty much you're looking at the same thing, just change it in color. In terms of specs, you know, Samsung is going to be available as a Wi-Fi only model, a 3G model, and there'll be a 4G LTE model, which will be really for the US mostly. And your CPU is going to vary. You're going to get the Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 in the LTE version, Exynos 5 in the Wi-Fi model, according to Samsung. We'll see how that shakes out in the US and what we do end up with. You have the usual 32 or 64 gigs of storage inside, the usual mic or USB port, and microSD XC card slot. And you can see we've been going through the UI here. That's because Samsung has done some pretty big changes here. We have the Samsung Magazine UX, which stands for User Experience, another way of saying UI. This very thin 1.6-pound tablet takes some chances with that new UI, but honestly, I like it. Samsung has messed with software for a long time now, not always with the best of success, but this time they've done a pretty nice job of it. This will have a GPS with Glonass. They don't mention that the Wi-Fi only version won't have that, so let's assume that it will. 8-megapixel camera on the back, 2-megapixel camera on the front side. Usual dual-band Wi-Fi here, Bluetooth as well. But let's get back to the user experience a little bit here. You can see we can get to the standard Android UI here. We can even pick our widgets if we want to. If you don't like the magazine user experience, you're always going to have one page of magazine user experience of it. Here I'm picking through widgets, picking which ones I'm going to put on there, so you can get back to the standard Android experience. And this is Android KitKat 4.4, by the way. So I can just drag my widget on the desktop. This one's going to take a while to load because the internet connection at CES trade show is very, very, very slow. Not the tablet's fault at all, just too much network congestion. And now back to the magazine experience. It's actually pretty nice, and you can customize this. I'm going to show you right here. We can move these tiles around, rearrange them and stuff. Lots of useful things here. You can have a shortcut group to your favorite applications. You can have your calendar. You can have an email one. Lots of news sources a la Flipboard kind of style going on. Multiple pages of that. And you can see right there we have one with some of our favorite applications in a tile of its very own. And then back to some news stuff, and we got weather. It's an interesting user experience. I think a lot of people are going to like it. The funny thing is that this is supposed to be Samsung's so-called business-oriented tablet, and we know it's going to cost more than $500 since the Note 10.1 is the $500 tablet. And I'm not sure if business users are going to really opt for an experience that's much more consumer-oriented and home news informational kind of stuff. Nice Samsung big customized keyboard, by the way, too.